Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com. Today we're going to make a low-carb, bacon-wrapped pork tenderloin medallions with blueberry sauce. It's very tasty. The blueberry sauce is not super sweet. It's got a little bit of tardiness to it, and I think you're going to enjoy the combination. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. So here I've got my pork tenderloin. It's just a tad over a pound. It's a nice looking piece of meat, and I'm going to use my Herbamare. And I know I do use this quite a bit in my recipes, and I hope you get a chance to find some of this and buy it, because it's quite nice. It works really well in recipes. And you can also get the spicy one, and it's a red label instead of being green. So it's approximately a tablespoon that you're going to sprinkle on the pork tenderloin here. And I want you to coat it quite well. And I did measure it out, and it was approximately a tablespoon that I put on, but I found it easier to sprinkle it on than to try and use a tablespoon and put it on. There we go. Now, if you don't have Herbamare, you can do a mixture of salt and pepper and garlic. If you've got any kind of rub that you really like, that's what I suggested you put on there if you don't have the Herbamare. But if you can if you have the opportunity, please try and find some, because it's really good. So now we're just going to cut the pork loins into medallions. The pork tenderloin is a beautiful piece of meat, just lovely. Now, in advance, I cooked my bacon. You don't have to use very expensive, like all, good bacon. But what I did was I cooked it through. I didn't make it crispy, but I want to have it so that it's still flexible. So we're going to take our bacon and we're going to wrap it around each of the medallions. There should have been more meat on my bacon, but unfortunately this is the bacon that I ended up with. So I will do that to all of them. So I've got them all wrapped in bacon, and I'm not really happy with the bacon that I used. It's quite messy. It didn't stay solid. There wasn't enough meat on them as far as I'm concerned. So I just put toothpicks in to hold the bacon. And now we're going to use the same skillet that I used to cook the bacon, and we're using some of their grease, and we're going to get this recipe going. I drained off some of the grease because there's still going to be enough grease on there when I put the medallions in with the bacon wrapped around. So we're going to just cook them up, and we should have a delicious meal. So it took about approximately 20 minutes to cook the medallions, and I just kept flipping them over and making sure the bacon was cooked a little more on each side. So the last thing we're doing is we're going to make an awesome blueberry sauce that's going to go over the bacon wrapped pork tenderloin medallions. So the first thing we've done is I put in a half a tablespoon of olive oil, and I have 2 tablespoons of chopped onion, which works out to be about 30 mils. And I'm going to saute the onions till they are transparent, they're cooked. Let's add a cup of blueberries. I lost a couple, I've got to get them in here. Just turn your burner down to medium heat. And we're just going to do a dash of salt and a dash of pepper. And then we're going to add in our apple cider vinegar. So I've got a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I have a pinch of thyme. So, and we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of honey. Now let's see if I can get it out of here. I think I'm just better off stirring it in. And then we're just going to cook this down and make it into a nice blueberry sauce for our pork. I just let this cook down, and you can see it's thicker, and it's just a nice blueberry sauce we're going to put on our medallions. So here is my low-carb bacon wrap pork loin medallions with a beautiful blueberry sauce. Very nice. Now the blueberry sauce isn't super sweet. It's got a little bit of tartness to it, but it's a great combination with the bacon and the pork. I think you should give this one a try. So if you go to lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, try this recipe and try some of my other ones. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.